I did a little face mask because I feel like that's an influencer thing to do. If you didn't read the title, hi, my name's Art, and today I'm going to be living life like a New York City influencer. I have lived in New York City all my life, excluding college, and I'm kind of excited but kind of nervous for today. There are so many different influencers to pull from, so I'm just going to be recreating a generic New York City influencer lifestyle. I do identify as a New Yorker. I also learned in college that people from upstate New York identify as New Yorkers. It makes sense as they live in the state of New York, but I feel like it's wrong. Because I'm in like New York. There's no doubt about my New Yorkness, you know? I'm not saying they're not New Yorkers, but I am saying that in college, someone was like, oh, this person's from New York. And I was like, oh, where are you from? And they said Syracuse. And later on in the conversation was just like, us New Yorkers know about apples, right, Art? I don't know shit about apples. It's just a different breed up there. Anyway, started today with some skincare. I always start with skincare, but I don't usually start with a mask. I have a video that needs to get uploaded by 12 o'clock. If you haven't watched it yet, it's my taking you on a date video. I'm almost done with it. I haven't watched it all the way through yet. I need to add music, and I'm going to make sure that it is engaging the whole way through and schedule it for an upload. So today really is an influencer day. So I'm just going to spend the rest of this morning finishing up this video, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab breakfast. I feel like a lot of influencers don't make breakfast, they end up buying it. I usually make my breakfast just to save some money. I think a go-to is like a bagel sandwich for most influencers, or like a bagel with cream cheese. I don't think my deli has bagels. I've never asked. Basically, I'm gonna get a breakfast sandwich, and that's gonna be my breakfast. But I do want to finish up this video, and the closer we get to 12, the more I get. So let me go ahead and get started on this, because it does take a while to upload onto YouTube. So I want to make sure that my video is good to go. Influencers don't make breakfast, but they do make coffee. I'm gonna make myself a hot beverage. I don't drink coffee, so I'm gonna make some tea. I didn't properly close my door, but I have tea. I'm gonna do my influencer work and get back to you. I've never really wanted a relationship, and I've been in a couple since, and by a couple I mean two, and both of them, we don't talk about that. I think leaving dating apps has been... Okay, I didn't watch the whole thing through without editing, and that's usually when I prefer to stop editing. If I can go through and simply enjoy the video, then it is a good video to post. I'm currently exporting the video that I still haven't watched the whole way through, but I feel like I'm good. While this is exporting, I'm gonna run and grab my breakfast. It is currently 9:01, and I'd like to go before 9:30 because I feel like people start waking up around 10 o'clock. To be entirely honest with you, I would just go to the deli like this because nobody cares. Everyone's deli has seen them at their worst time. However, I feel like an influencer would get ready just a tiny bit, so I'm just gonna throw my hair down. I'm gonna put in a little bun because there's only so much effort I'm willing to put in. I'm just going to the deli. We don't need to get fancy for them. This super oversized bright orange hoodie, green tank, brown shorts, and I'm gonna be wearing white sneakers. Maybe like this? Nope. Flip it under. That looks better. This looks more like a fit. Sometimes it's just how you tuck the clothes in. So back in 2019, I found Kelly Stamps, and at the time she was doing a lot of like New York City videos, and the one video I remember watching of hers is her comparing New York to California. And there's one joke, and it stayed with me. And she was just like, in New York you have like a plethora of food, but all you have to eat in California is Chipotle and Sugar Bear hair vitamins. And it was the funniest thing I've ever heard in my entire life at that point. That is why I was like such a huge fan of her. And because she was New York City based, I was just like, wait, why don't I know more New York City vloggers? So I was like on the hunt for New York City vloggers, and then the pandemic happened. But I was still trying to find more people in the city. And that's how I found Brooke Miccio, because she's from Long Island, but she moved to New York 2020 as well. And I really loved her vlogs, especially her quarantine vlogs, because that's how I found her. And I feel like she's like mad chill and laid back and shit. And later on, I saw that she kept hanging out with Danielle. I'm like, who the hell is Danielle? Watch her videos and I mess with her too. But every time I like find a new New York City vlogger, I feel like it's always someone who's moved to New York City. I was looking for New York City native vloggers. I can only name one New York City native, and it's Maya Beatrice. And Maya in a recent video also mentioned that she doesn't know any New York City people who don't live in Manhattan, and it's just like, that is so true. I can't find vloggers that are like natives to New York, and that's so weird to me. I want to come across more New York City vloggers who are actually from New York. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. But I feel like everyone else has just moved here, and there's nothing wrong with moving here, but there's a different mentality of moving to New York and being from New York. It's a completely different energy. It's a different mindset. There's just an easier click because there's a culture in New York that we grew up with versus the culture people perceive when they move here and then go and experience. I also don't got money like that, so eating out every day for every meal is just not feasible to me. It's also not fiscally responsible. There's something so different from people who live here versus people who move here. And that's just across the board, no matter where you're from. That is a fact. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm really hungry, so I can't have like one streamlined thought. So I need to go get food like now. Eso es el mío. Ok, gracias. Alrighty, so it turns out their stove isn't on until later in the morning. So couldn't get a bacon, egg, and cheese. Blessing in disguise. Not my favorite sandwich, but it gets the job done. I got a turkey sandwich instead. When I went to go see Doctor Strange, I found these in a deli, and I bought this one. I ate it off camera. This was like amazing. I'm gonna try it on my TikTok. This is gonna be the first snack that I'm not getting the first impression review on, but this one will be a first impression. They're like zebra cakes, but with Hershey's. I feel like zebra cakes are way too sweet. These are perfect. Really excited for these if I want something a little extra sweetness this morning. I'm going to eat my sandwich, put on an eye mask, and I have some YouTube videos to watch. So, how's my video doing? Yay, it was successful. So, I do have to watch this video and upload it. Forgot about that part. Eye mask and chat, then I'll worry about my video because I still have 2.5 hours. 2 hours and 20 minutes. I've already mentioned in my mundane day in my life that I'm really excited to be a creator, but it's kind of interesting being on this side of the screen. I've always known that there's so much that goes into being a creator. You don't know exactly what's being put into these things until you actually do it, and that's so crazy to me. I'm very hungry, so I need to like inhale the bit of the sandwich before I keep going. Hopefully I can keep my thoughts in order. Really wanted to chat about New York City, and I understand a lot of people who move here have this mentality of what New York City is like. I hear like, oh, I'm trying to live my Sex in the City dream. These are New York City stories, but not a lot of people understand that like people grow up here and it's a different environment for us. It's so interesting to me that people picture New York City as this glamorous life because it's never been glamorous for me. Like I grew up poor here, and slowly building wealth in New York City is very freaking difficult because it's very freaking expensive. And I love so much about the city that I grew up in, and I think a lot of people have this mentality of not only the glamour but this work-life balance that is just so beyond me. Like, I am not someone who is so work oriented, but a lot of people who move here are. They want to work on Wall Street and in a bunch of huge corporations. I don't strive for success in my work life, and I think a lot of my friends who are from New York have the same mentality. I think we are all so focused on trying to survive in New York City and find happiness and joys in our lives and the moments that we get to experience, but not all of us are career oriented. Honestly, not a lot of us know what we're doing in life, and I think a lot of people who move here, they have a plan or they have a dream that they can follow, and a lot of us who grew up here, we are trying so hard to just survive and find the good in life, you know? And it's not hard, because life is amazing, unless you have some emotional, mental challenges that will make you think otherwise. I feel like it's so easy to find joy in New York, and that's my personal opinion, and that's my experience and what I've seen in my friends. And so when influencers move here, it's hard to look at their lives and not feel either jealous or critical of them, but not critical in a way that's going to be beneficial to them or their content, but critical in a way where you're just like judging their life a little bit. Because as much as I am happy for them that they found the life that they've wanted in New York, it is a bit disheartening that they can afford to do it so easily, and I've been struggling my whole life. And it's so interesting to watch influencers live this glamorous life that you see when you watch media from New York City, but it's never been a life that I could have imagined for myself. It's hard to watch influencers take advantage of the glamour of the city when I grew up in the trenches. It's so weird to like look at them through my screen living this high life, and that is not a life that I've ever been able to experience. And it's so difficult for me, and I struggle with this all the time, but I love watching New York City content. I love the city, the people, the mentality, and it's hard for me to watch influencers because they don't know New York how I know New York. They know it in only the positive light, unless they hate New York, which is a different story in itself. But the fact that influencers move here and they love the city is amazing. I'm not gonna try and take that away from them. My problem is they're making New York so amazing for their content, and it'll influence people to be like, wow, New York City really is amazing, and I can do what that influencer is doing, and I can move there. And if you don't have the amount of income that these influencers are getting, please don't move to New York for multiple reasons. One, you can put yourself in a lot of financial struggles. Two, you can make it harder for people like me who were born and raised in New York City, who don't know much else other than New York, and you're gonna raise the rent prices, which are already fucking high. And you're gonna make it harder for people who grew up here, this is their home, to live here. Where else are we supposed to go? This is what we know, and this is the life that we love. As much as I love watching these YouTubers, and as much as they love the city, as much as I love the city, it's so difficult for me to watch them at all times and be happy for them at all times. Because as much as they love the city, and as much as they make me fall in love with the city more, they're making other people fall in love with the city, in turn making it harder for me to have my own life in the city. I don't want to live with my family forever in order to live in New York City forever, because that will be the only way I could afford it, is if I just help out my parents and stay here. I want a life of my own in the city, just as the influencers get a life of their own in the city. And that is in part why I started a YouTube channel, so that I could be able to afford the city that I grew up in and love. And I don't think people think about that at all when they're watching YouTubers. Well, why would you when they're trying to propose this like amazing life that they live? You're not going to think critically about how the portrayal of that life affects other people, because not a lot of New York City natives have a YouTube channel to share what life is like otherwise. But I love where I am. I love how I grew up, and it's so interesting to see a new perspective of the city. But it does suck a little bit to know that at this point in time, I cannot afford to live the glamour of the city. I don't think badly of people who want to move here. I just am hesitant and I'm scared, because this is my forever home, and it sucks to see influencers move here and make things harder for me as a native to move out and live my own New York City life. Even if I do decide to move away from New York, I know I have to come back. If I do have kids, which I don't plan on doing anytime soon, I know I will raise them here. There's a mentality that comes with growing up in New York that you cannot get anywhere else in the world, and I'm sure you can say that for other places in the world, but I just love it here. You can be in a train car and bawl your eyes out and nobody will fucking question you. No one will look at you. You can have that time for yourself, and sometimes that's sad, but sometimes it's freeing. This is just my passionate ass rant. I thought it was gonna be funny, but like I feel strongly about this, and there's nothing, I can't joke about it. This is great. I love this city, and I'm going to eat the sandwich, watch my video, get it onto YouTube, and we'll go from there. It's very hot today. I really don't know what I'm gonna wear for brunch. We'll figure it out. I am so proud of myself with this video. I think it turned out really well. I'm not gonna lie to you. And the fact that I edited this in a week. So this video is scheduled to be uploaded at noon. It is currently 10:35. Brunch was pushed back to 2 p.m., which I am totally okay with. Now that like video stuff is done. I don't have emails to read as I took this week off from work. I just needed a break. I felt very overworked, but I got that promotion! Wow! If you watch my mundane day in the life, I talked about how I deserved a promotion. They saw it, they gave me the promotion, and now I have a higher position title, higher pay. It's going to be wonderful. Getting this promotion also adds a completely different work schedule, and I was very nervous about how I'd be able to balance work and YouTube with this new position. So I did like my influencing for the day. I am hoping to get some pics, so I should figure out what outfit I'm wearing. It is getting so warm out. It is so nice out. I have no idea what I'm gonna wear. It's going to be boiling. I am gonna be doing a little bit of walking, so I want shoes that are kind of comfy, but I want to look gutted. I do believe it's gonna hit 90 today, and I don't remember what 90 feels like. That's the worst part about living in a place where the temperature changes so dramatically. I always forget what the temperature is like, but I do know that 90 is hot. I start to get like mildly uncomfortable around 80, so we'll figure out something to wear. The attire for today's outing is elevated casual. Let's see what I can do with that given my current wardrobe. I'm nervous, but I can do it, and I'm me. I'll get a tissue. I've never had my makeup take so long in a really long time. Anyway, I need to get an outfit. So for bag, it's a brunch. I want it to be kind of cute. So this is the bag I'm going for because I'm vlogging and I need my camera. And this holds everything while still being cute. With that in mind, I'm going to move you so you can actually get good lighting. Okay, so bag is chosen. I really want to wear these shoes. I think they're cute. They're perfect for brunch. However, I'm not just doing a brunch, so I think I have to go for sneakers so that I can walk around comfortably. For sneakers, I have two options. We have these Adidas. I think they're Freestyles. I feel like I'm wrong. Forum Bold in white. And then we have these Reeboks. These are the Princess in women's. Classic. I can't read these. I don't know what I'm saying. Cool. So those are my options. Outfit. I also have options. I pulled out all the options that I'm interested in. Let's go through it. I want to bring a cover up with me. I have this satin one and this cotton one on the inside. One of these is coming with me. I just don't know which one because I don't know what I'm wearing. So then these tank tops that I got from Cape Click. I have it in black, I have it in white, and I have it in this beige. I'm also tempted to wear my Skims Van Doe tops. I have two. These are also options. Then from Pretty Little Thing, for bottoms, I'm thinking these Boss shorts or this tennis skirt. This is from Halara. Kind of in a skirt moment. I think because it's gonna be so hot, I'm leaning more towards the skirt over the shorts. I think the shorts are classic New York style, but it is gonna be hot. So I'm gonna go, I think, yeah, it's skirt. Skirt, cool. What's the top gonna be? An all white moment, but these are two different shades of white. Also two different shades. The black is too much. Fuck. Does this work with the skirt? I think it does. I feel too dressy though. Is this a fit? I think so. Let's try this on. I don't love it. It's fine. These shoes make me a little more excited for it, but I don't know if I could walk in these all day. Maybe if I just throw more accessories in. Like, is this a, well, these reds clash like crazy. No, I can't do this. Do these reds work better? It's gonna be, I don't want to deal with that shirt. Is this a better red? It is not a better red. What do I do? I think I just have to get over it. Like, it's cute, it's just not for me. Maybe breaking up the reds make me feel better about it. I think we're getting somewhere. It is too hot to be wearing this though. I think I can live with it. I think I need more jewels. I'll put my hair up. What sunnies? I think the black is too stark. These? Sure, not bad. These? No. No. Yellow ones? Ooh. Kind of love these. I think these are too energetic. I don't like these. I feel like these make me look like the fucking agent from Lilo and Stitch. So these are a no. These make me so happy, and I love the yellow with the red. Primary colors, chef's kiss. So I think I'm good to go. I still have another, with 40 minutes to spare. Oh, amazing. It'll take me an hour to get there, so I should leave now. Whoops. Before I leave, I just wanted to show you. So I stuffed my bag entirely because I also added water bottle, blue. And this is how I'm going to be on the bus and train with my camera around my neck. I'm here with Lisa! We are going to be seated soon for two hands. We're waiting on a table for 3. We're still waiting on one more person. But I wanted to talk to you about my video. Okay. So basically, today I'm spending the life like an influencer. Oh. And I wanted to get your idea, not your idea, but your opinion on like New York City influencers moving to New York, all that jazz. Do you watch New York City influencers? Do you hate watch them, love watch them?
It's a love and hate when I do watch them because their videos are very aesthetic. And honestly, like, I'm living vicariously through them because I would like to have the funds. But if they're coming here from, like, let's say Ohio or like fucking Arkansas, like, fucking leave. Just go. Why are you here? But like, if they're like born and raised, like trying to be an influencer in the city, like, I'm here for the hustle.
Talking about me, oh my god.
Talking about her.
So what makes a New Yorker?
You have to be born from like one of the 5 boroughs, not including Long Island.
That's not a borough.
It's not a borough. You have to like know the etiquette around here. Like, be conscious of like when you're walking in the streets and everything. Like, if you just like stop in the middle of the street, like, I'm gonna fucking yell at you. Like, I'm gonna call you stupid. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing? Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
Yeah. If you're not stupid, then we won't be rude.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah. I'm nice though. Just don't be dumb.
Do you think somebody who moves to New York can be a New Yorker?
No. No.
No.
No.
If someone moves here from other part of the country to New York and they have this, like, let's say Midwestern mentality, they have a child born in New York, is that child a New Yorker?
They'll be raised with like that Midwestern mentality, but also like having kids and parents that were also born from here.
Yeah.
Them interacting with them will probably give them those New Yorker traits. So, like, part of me wants to say, like, they'll be mixed, you know?
I'm mixed with New York.
But I think maybe that kid would be New Yorker. The parents are not, though.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how long you've lived here.
Okay, I feel like if you moved here when you were, like, 2,
okay,
you're New Yorker.
Because, like,
yeah,
you grew up here.
Yeah.
How do you feel about people, not even influencers, just people in general, moving to New York City?
People that move to the city, you're the reason why my rent is getting increased. So please stay where you are. We're literally like gonna be in a recession, or we're already in one. Just don't fucking move here. My dream is to stay here. So if y'all motherfuckers fuck that up for me, we're fighting.
For the people who won't take your advice, what advice do you have to people moving to New York?
Okay, advice that I would give someone if you really want to move here. Mind your business, but also be very cautious. Like, be aware of your surroundings, but also mind your business. I know it sounds very, like, contradicting, but you'll get it.
Crazy part is, everything you said, I've said.
I'm so sorry.
No, don't be.
Whenever you are.
Thank you.
We have a table! Okay, I was explaining, like, the people who move here are completely different mentality than the people who are from here, because people who are from here mind their fucking business. Like, you can cry on the train and no one gives a fuck. The amount of times that I've cried in the subways and, like, I've felt comfortable because no one has bothered me, it's been too many times. Not only the subways, but, like, the bus. Yeah. Just on the sidewalk, like, I can just cry and, like, no one's, like, gonna bother me. So that's always nice. I was just like, why is this fan not working? Drink some water. Holy fuck, it's like 90 degrees. I'm boiling. I put on lotion. What a mistake, because now I'm sweating through my fucking lotion. Yo, my face, like, I'm trying not to touch it, because I'm just like, I put serum and, like, moisturizer before I came here, so that shit's just gonna melt off. Orange mimosas. I haven't had mimosas in so long. Me neither. The last time I had a mimosa, I think, was the drag brunch. Oh my god! I got fucked up by I talk about that like all the time with people. Like I'm like, yo, the first time I went to a drag show, like it was for brunch, and I was fucked up. Like I remember like walking up the stairs, bro. Chin chin. Oh, I can't pour that. Yeah, please, yeah. Yeah, no, I can't be the one. I'll try my decanter. Come in. Wow. Why? Spillage. Fuck.
Talk about foreshadowing. We definitely got too lit and I forgot to record the entirety of brunch, but it was delicious. Let's move on.
Thank you. We're going to Levain to get cookies and then makeup at Sephora. Thank you so much. Getting the sun because Angel says it's pretty. And so am I.
You guys all look very good.
Thank you.
I would look that way, but I'm not afraid.
Candy, nail polish, a marker. Maybe I should answer that one. I'm gonna try one at a time. I'm not gonna get it. Don't have that mentality, bitch. Come on, please. Oh my gosh! No! Come on. You little bitch. Fuck. Oh my god. It's okay. No, it's not. Oh, I forgot your feet hurt.
Yeah. I'm like, no, not the fucking cobblestone bitch.
I'm out here just like, what do you mean? It's so pretty. I was being a bad friend and walking ahead of Angel, and so I'm a good friend now because I gave her my sneaks.
We switched.
And I'm wearing her heels.
And it's a look.
Because I am actually a great friend and I pay attention, okay?
I could agree. She does pay attention.
So I can delete that footage.
Don't delete it. Give people legs, because you've got some nice legs too.
You heard of Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants? With these shoes, baby. We made it back into our own shoes.
Not me.
Oh my god, no free feet. I feel like this weighs like 2-3 pounds alone. I got one of every cookie. I assume that's 4 cookies. I'm not convinced there's 4 cookies in here. I feel like there's more.
I'm gonna say 6.
You're gonna say 6.
I'm gonna guess 5.
5. Okay. Moment of truth. You can't say ASMR while the ASMR is happening, Lisa. Ooh. 5?
Oh yeah, I think it's 5.
5.
5. Yeah.
It's 5. They smell really good. Do you guys want to try these with me? Oh, that would have been bad. I think this is a brick. Like, if I threw this at someone, I'm sure they would pass out.
You'd get a lot.
That one's hard as fuck.
No, it's just heavy. I think this alone is a pound. You guys want some, right? Ooh, that's
He's
soft.
also sweet. Have you met her brother?
I saw him come in. I didn't get to like actually talk to him.
He's very sweet too.
He seemed really sweet. Yeah. Like he actually like said hi and stuff.
It tastes like Reese's Pieces.
It looks like what's that called?
It's
like
so fucking soft.
Mousse type cake.
Mm.
It feels cakey.
Yeah, it does feel cakey.
Or lava cake type.
Mm. Do you want?
Okay,
It's
I'll try
fucking good.
I like that.
Fuck, that's really good.
That one wasn't craveable for me, but it was good. How do you feel about it?
It kind of tastes like a chocolate bar.
Chocolate bar. I think it's too much peanut butter for my
Yeah.
liking.
Yeah. That kind of takes away a little bit.
Do you want? Okay.
It's too rich.
Next one.
That looks so good. Is that
This one's
chocolate
crunchy
chip?
on the outside. I think so.
Can we have to go to a party? I really don't want to.
Yeah.
And I kind of know two of them. So she wants me to go with her. This is pretty good.
I didn't like that one.
That is good too.
I felt like that was a little too dry for my liking, but it could just be the piece that I ate. But I felt like the more I chewed, the less saliva I had.
Okay, I could see that.
Like
It's
if-
a little crunchy.
If
Yeah.
it was the same like texture as the first one,
Oh,
think
it would hit.
Yeah.
Maybe if you put this in the oven for a second. No,
Yeah,
or
the microwave.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the same. Are those raisins? Me smelling it, like I know what raisins smell like.
Ooh, y'all want to see what I should wear? Like, I don't know what to wear.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love
Okay.
picking out outfits.
I actually hate that, so that would help. I'm not lazy. I just throw on shit, and if it works, it works.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
They're sweet though.
I definitely can't try anymore. I'm good.
That's fine. I like it. I don't love it. I was ready for my life to be changed eating these cookies. I could have definitely lived without that. I'm fine with insomnia.
This is fine. I don't like raisins.
I think I have to save the last two for when I get home.
Yeah.
This is like drying me out and I feel
Okay.
really gross.
Yeah. I feel like tourists be like, they be like hyping shit up so much. I'm like, I don't get it.
There was an influencer, Alicia Marie, I'm calling you out. She was just like, yo, like if you come to New York City, Levain Bakery, this is it. And I was like, I'm here. I've seen it so many times. I've never tried it.
Okay, is she from New York?
She's from California.
See? They be coming here thinking they know and they don't know.
So that's my Levain Bakery review. I'll give it 6.5. I'll be generous. It was good. If anyone was just like, I'm going to Levain, do you want anything? I would say no.
I would say 6 out of 10. Just because like each cookie was good, but if they had a little bit of like each other into one cookie, then I would get it.
I'm just gonna give it a 6 out of 10 just because it's a little much for me. That's my personal opinion.
That makes sense.
Yep.
6 out of 10.
Across the board.
Yeah, I'll lower it. I was being generous with the 6.5. I think 6 is accurate.
Oh, you gave them a 6.5?
Yeah.
Now I feel bad.
I didn't.
She
I'm
said
really
6.
a bitch. Oh
Honestly,
my God. My Scorpio rising.
really showing. No, I only said 6.5 because it was good, but I don't think I would have taken down a whole cookie.
Yeah.
Honestly, that is what I'm thinking. I don't think I could eat one whole cookie no matter what flavor it is.
Yeah. See you guys later.
We just left Angel and we're gonna have din din.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of influencers have Italian for dinner and that's why we're here. Fun fact, Italian is not my favorite cuisine. So we're gonna see how this plays out. I think it'll be fun. I'm sure I'll find something. Let's see how much I enjoy it.
Not everybody like needs the same things. Not even me.
Alyssa's making fun of me because I completely forgot to record. But we have food this time. I promise we ate out 2 hands.
2 hands.
But we're gonna enjoy this and I will get back to you with my review on today. Say bye! I usually like being centered in this, but the sun is beaming and it is very, very hot sun today. I wanted to take a couple bites of the last 2 cookies because maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm missing something. They're good, but they're not like to die for. It's like a chocolate chip with walnuts in it. That's good. I feel like it's a great breakfast cookie. I picked the right option. And then we also have the chocolate chip. It's good. I wanted to give a review of yesterday. Not gonna lie, I was expecting yesterday to be completely different from my daily routine. I feel like what I did yesterday is how I usually hang out with my friends, and of course I was also hanging out with my friends, but I think the difference between my life and theirs is they get to do it every day. Not saying that they all do it every day, but they have the opportunity, whereas I still have work to consider. I think my life would be, you know what, this is a perspective thing, but I do think that my life would be a little better if I got to do that kind of life every single day. But I am grateful for where I'm at. I'm grateful for the position I'm in financially, work-wise. Like I feel really lucky, but there is still that part of me that really wants that life for myself. However, I think I would get really lonely because none of my friends are influencers. I'm sure I'd have the opportunity to build those relationships with other influencers, but if I wanted to hang out on a Wednesday afternoon, the only person I know to reach out to is Angel because she works from home, but even then she's working. We're not really hanging out. So I think it can get kind of lonely if you don't also have influencer friends. Was not the biggest fan of the Italian food. I'm gonna be honest. I could definitely skip on that. Also not a huge fan of spending more money for breakfast every morning. That sandwich was good, but like, I thought recording was fun. It was a bit stressful, I'm not gonna lie to you. I got a little tipsy off those mimosas. Completely forgot to film that meal. Also, I didn't know if Angel was comfortable with being on camera yet. But other than that, I think I got pretty decent clips of the day. But Alyssa was making fun of me saying that I probably didn't. It's gonna be an empty ass vlog. She just doesn't know how sneaky I am with these videos. No, but it was a really good day. I didn't do anything completely outside of my comfort zone other than Italian food and these cookies, but it was fun. I don't think I particularly learned anything. It would have been really cool if I ran into an influencer and I got to ask them these questions, but maybe next time. Maybe if you tweet out this video or put it on your Instagram and tag your favorite New York City influencer, maybe they'll be like, hey Art, saw that video, let's have a chat. I'm a fan of everyone I've mentioned in this vlog. This isn't to shade them in any way. This is just all love and out of curiosity. I'm so fucking fascinated by the creator lifestyle, the influencer lifestyle, and I'm glad I'm getting a little taste of it. And I'm learning so much from this perspective because I've always been curious about it, but I've always just wanted to hear the creator's perspective. I'm so glad that I didn't reach out to different creators because a lot of them don't get back to me. But on top of that, it is different being a creator, but I kind of love it. It's going great so far, but I think I'm done. I still have to think about what makes a New Yorker. That's the one question I don't know how to answer, because in my head, of course, if you're born and raised here, like, of course you're a New Yorker. But if you move here, I don't know what qualifies you as a New Yorker other than your address. I don't think you as a person are a New Yorker. Some of y'all about to be real mad at me right now. Thank you so much for spending yesterday with me. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And you'll see me in the next video. I've been saying I'll see you, but I literally cannot see you. But thanks for taking time out of your day to join me. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.